Hey, welcome to week 2 in the Weight Loss for Life program. Hopefully last week you really managed to get a grip of your nutrition and obviously all of the things that are involved around changing our eating plan. This week we're going to go in a little bit more of a fitness angle and start to concentrate on movement patterns and how we need to get moving to aid us, obviously, 1, through that weight loss, but 2, for the muscle gain, and to try and get all of the numbers a little bit better so that we're healthier in the future. So I've laid out here what's called the sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. Okay, so what we can do is we can plug some numbers into this to find out exactly where we're at, where we want to be, and how we can create a shield against this one here, which is sickness. Okay, so I'm going to plug some numbers in here to effectively highlight exactly where we're at and where we want to go to. Okay, so first one I want to talk about is body fat percentage. Okay, so with these numbers, I'm talking about things that we can control. Okay, we can't control, diseases, chronic diseases, things that are sort of just caught throughout life. Okay, but what we can do is we can give ourselves a bit of a barrier towards these things. Okay, so body fat percentage is something that we can definitely control within ourselves. We can control that number. We can have it higher if we eat more food. We can have it lower if we watch what we eat. Okay, so down in the sickness area here, let's say you was 40% body fat or over. Okay, this is definitely going to put you within the sickness area. Let's take that number down a little bit. Let's go 25 to 30% body fat, and I'll talk about these in a minute. And then obviously over here at fitness, so let's go sub 20% body fat, which is that's a decent amount of body fat that we want to be having. Okay, so if we're at 40% body fat, effectively you're sick. Okay, you're carrying a hell of a lot more weight. You're putting a hell of a lot more pressure on the body, on the joints, on the heart, on the circulatory system. Okay, so this is not exactly a number that we really want. Up here, 25 to 30. Okay, so we're in wellness. All right, we're not super fit, but we're by no means sick. Okay, and then down here at fitness, we're talking minus 20% body fat. The body's a lot leaner, the body's a lot slicker, it's able to move faster, it's more agile, and again, it's less likely to be susceptible to chronic diseases like heart disease and that sort of stuff. And that is something that we can manage. This is within our remit to be able to manage this, okay? So I'm going to plug a few more numbers in here and then I'm going to talk about how they affect us, okay? So let's talk about bone density. Okay, over here in fitness, if we're talking anywhere between 0 to 1, okay, that's a normal amount of bone density. The bones are going to be strong, they're not going to be brittle. Okay, so let's talk about over in wellness, your bone density may be sort of 1 to 2.5. Okay, and then in sickness, we're sort of talking 2.5 plus. Okay, so yeah, these numbers don't mean a great deal to you, but effectively, these are strong bones. These are reasonably brittle. So this is osteopenia. Okay, and then this is down at osteoporosis. Okay, if you ever known anyone with osteoporosis, then this is obviously a degeneration of the bones. So they've got very brittle bones. If there was to have a fall, you're going to break multiple bones. Okay, up here maybe not so many, but this is where we want to be. Down at fitness. Okay, so there's also muscle mass. Let's talk about muscle mass. If we've got great muscle mass, we're going to be more upright, we're going to be stronger, we're going to be less likely to fall. Okay, so if you plug all of these numbers into here, effectively what it tells us is that if we're in this stage over here, okay, and we're fit, we have low blood pressure, we have nice dense bones, we have great muscle mass, we have low body fat percentage, okay, then effectively what's going to happen is if we was to contract any sort of degenerative disease, we would always have to pass back through wellness and to sickness before it had any real effect on our body. Okay, let's say that someone in wellness was to get multiple sclerosis, okay, which is a brain and cognitive function degenerative disease. Okay, they're not going to be able to move as well. They're not going to be able to exercise as well because this coordination goes. Okay, so the lack of all of that would take them to sickness quite quickly. Okay, whereas if someone in fitness was to to develop multiple sclerosis, although their coordination and their ability to be able to exercise on a frequent basis may go, they've got to pass all the way back through wellness and then all the way to sickness. Okay, let's say that someone here was to develop some sort of chronic disease, do you think they're closer to the end than this person or this person? 100%. Okay, so this is the whole aim of this video, is to give you a little bit of a boost in the right direction, and when those workouts get hard, when they get challenging, when the consistency becomes hard, I want you to think of these numbers and think, do I want to be hanging around in sickness with all of these numbers? Therefore, if I was to develop some sort of degenerative or fatal disease, how long would it be before you came to your ultimate end? A lot quicker than if you was here, and a hell of a lot quicker than if you was here. And this is where we want to be hanging out generally day to day. We want low body fat percentage, we want high muscle mass, good bone density, low heart rate, good circulatory system, and we only get those things through being fit human beings. Okay, so what I'd like you to do for your next steps is I want you to look at all of your training for this week, which will be on the True Coach app. If you have any questions about any of that, then I want you to go to the next video, which I'm going to give you a tutorial on how we're going to be conducting ourselves within the training program. But for now, just follow your next steps, and I'll see you in the next video.